I'm Scott Bay, a U.S. Master Swimming Coach. Backstroke has changed quite a bit in the last 125 years since it was swum as an Olympic sport. Here are 4 ways you might have grown up swimming, or taught how to swim, and how we swim today. Backstroke was initially done with a flat back and a double arm pull. It was also used a breaststroke kick. This is now known as elementary backstroke. The arms and legs became alternating early in the 1900s, with some swimmers staying flat in the water and some beginning to roll. Regardless of whether they rolled or not, swimmers were taught to look straight up, which led to an arched back and sinking feet. Over time, backstroke evolved, and eventually swimmers were taught to quote-unquote pet the camel, meaning their hand path went from down on the entry and up as they rotated and finished with their palm facing down, mimicking an S pull past their hip to help with the rotation. This technique slowed their stroke down and made people overly reliant on upper body strength. Now, to improve your body position, drop your chin slightly towards the chest, which improves a slight curve to your back, almost like the bow of a boat. You bring your lower ribs together, rotate your pelvis up to get your toes up towards water level. For a more effective catch and pull, visualize grabbing an armful of water and throwing it towards your feet. It's almost as if it's the motion of dribbling a basketball really, really high. You finish your stroke palm down at your hip rather than below it, so you don't create drag when recovering your arm from lower in the water. Use your core to help with your body rotation, which will increase your efficiency. Strength is still important in backstroke, but so is tempo. Experiment with increasing your tempo for faster times. Backstroke turn used to require swimmers to touch the wall with their hand before spinning and pushing off the wall. Many master swimmers might remember practicing this spin turn, aka the bucket turn, as an age grouper with a wheeled caster board to get the hang of the spin. Swimmers have stopped doing the touch the wall with their hand in 1991. Instead, they can flip over onto their stomachs and do a regular flip turn as long as it is one continuous motion. It takes a lot of practice. One of the things you want to make sure that you visualize is your head following your hand into the turn. Don't stare down the wall or hesitate after flipping over after your last stroke. Perform one continuous movement, with the key part being that your head follows your hand and you pull yourself towards the wall. This provides for a faster turn and allows you to get deep enough to avoid the wake following you into the wall. This more aggressive turn also allows you to take advantage of good underwater dolphin kicks as you leave the wall. Backstroke starts used to be in anything goes situations. Swimmers actually used to stand in the gutter and hold onto the blocks before doing a back dive into the pool. Modern rules and concerns for safety have changed the backstroke start. Also, variations in pool construction and a few spinal injuries precipitated a rule change. After the back dive was disallowed, swimmers were allowed to curl their toes over the gutter while hanging from the backstroke start handles. New thinking and new equipment, namely the backstroke ledges, have allowed swimmers to evolve the backstroke start. Modern day thinking is to keep the back flatter, and on the take your mark command, raise yourself out of the pool being as straight up as possible, like there's a string attached to the top of the head. You should see the timer's knees and have your shoulders and hips at about the same vertical plane. Initiate your start by moving your upper body down the pool and then explosive push from your legs so the lower body is laying out flat as your legs begin the drive. Until very recently, some part of the backstroker's body had to be out of the water at the finish. Many backstrokers would flip at least one toe out of the water on their finish to avoid being disqualified. Because the rule change is so new, coaches everywhere are experimenting with the idea of being totally submerged versus leaving a part of their body out of the water as before. The verdict is still out on which way is faster. Some swimmers are doing a back dive into the wall with a huge dolphin kick at the end and not worrying about getting their toes out. Others have experimented with submerging into flags and dolphin kicking in. What is best? No one knows yet, but it'll be interesting to find out. That's the one thing to watch for at the Olympic trials and in 2024 Paris Olympics. Once again, I'm Scott Bay, U.S. Master Swimming Coach. Please like and subscribe to our channel for more great content. Thanks again for watching.